Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cup Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day from wherever you are around the world. And welcome to a little LFC transfer news video for you guys today. And that is that Sadio Mane could potentially be on his way out of the door this summer. As far as we know, he has asked to leave Liverpool, and we'll be speaking about everything that happened. Of course, everything's happened after the Champions League final. Of course, we didn't really do much after the Champions League. Of course, the vlog came out yesterday, but the parade vlog was out yesterday. So you guys want to go and check that out, then please very much do. But as well, of course, Champions League happened. We did lose it, but of course, what an amazing parade it was. And a big thank you as well to the lads. Of course, if you guys don't know them, please check out Twitter. Of course, we all met up this weekend and had a real laugh. So thank you everyone for that. And apologies, well, if my voice goes, my voice still hasn't recovered yet from the weekend. So I do very much apologize for that anyway. But yes, today is a little transfer video for you guys today, and that is, of course, we're going to be talking about Sadio Mane as well. But guys, let me know how all of you are in the comment section down below, and we'll chat a little bit about, of course, the situation and all that good stuff as well. But to dive straight into it, of course, you have the news there. They came out about probably a day after the Champions League final. Of course, Neil Jones, I think, was the first one around the news, and that is the fact that Sadio Mane is set to inform Liverpool of his desire to leave the club this summer. Bayern Munich are favourites to sign him, but the Reds would demand well more than €30 million price suggested. No official bid yet, and would want to have a replacement lined up before selling. And Fabrizio Romano, I know plenty of people call him the tap-in merchant, but he did come out and also back up the story, suggesting Sadio Mane has decided to leave Liverpool this summer. He's ready for a new experience after many special years with the Reds. It will be confirmed to the club. FC Bayern are strong contenders, but it's still open and not completed, as Sadio wanted to wait for the final. Of course, the final has now been and gone. And then, of course, he does also add on to it more on Sadio Mane, but Bayern have been respectful, as Sadio wanted to focus on the Champions League final, but now they are ready to push. Bayern mission will be to other clubs. It's 100% sure, as reported before, Mane is going to leave Liverpool. The decision has been made already. Now, of course, it's sad news hearing the fact that Sadio, has decided that he wants to move on. He wants to, go and test other things out there as well. But, first of all, before we do, move on, and that if that is his decision, I want everyone to please respect it. Of course, Sadio has had phenomenal years at Liverpool. Come to Liverpool, it was June 2016, and he's won everything at the club that you can win. So for me, guys, again, please be respectful towards Sadio Mane's decision. Of course, I've already seen a couple of people going on about it and that, and it's, again, it's terrible, isn't it? But again, if that is his desire to leave, and if he does want to go on and challenge himself in the Bundesliga, then fair enough. Of course, we'll talk a little bit more about that as well, because the deal could get very complicated if it is Bayern who are the favourites, of course, due to other reasons and other things going on as well, to be fair. But Gary's in as well, saying, even Connor, hello Gary, hopefully on a fantastic day, mate. Nunes should be the first signing. Mane is 75 million, Connor. Yes, absolutely. And again, sorry, Connor, no problems, Liz. Of course, if you guys were in Jamie's stream earlier, Liz did ban me earlier, so Liz, watch out, I will ban you. No, I'm kidding, of course. Sadio has given his best for LFC. I wish him well. Exactly, absolutely, and that's the thing, isn't it? I wish Sadio Mane the best, because look, at the end of the day, Sadio Mane was Jurgen Klopp's first big signing. When you looked at it, many people thought, oh, why has Liverpool signed him? Why have Liverpool gone after, Sadio Mane? He's not really a good finisher. Has pace, has plenty of, that, but doesn't really finish and doesn't really tick the boxes. A £34 million. Liverpool have got robbed. Liverpool have paid too much. Blah blah blah, and he's been nothing short of phenomenal for this football club. Look, at the start of this season, halfway through, was Sadio at peak level? I personally would say no. I thought Sadio was struggling a little bit, but since AFCON, since that boost of him winning AFCON as well and qualifying for the World Cup, and moving from left wing to centre forward, Luis Diaz coming in, and doing absolutely fantastic on that left hand side. Sadio then transitioning into that false nine. Of course, he's done it before for Liverpool, especially I think so much in 18-19, where he did play there for pretty much I think a month or two while I think Bobby was out injured. But he's just completely made that role. Jota hasn't been able to get into the team. Bobby hasn't been able to get into the team because Sadio Mane's been that good at centre forward. And look, now you have a player that is probably at probably at his best at the minute, I would say, in terms of his of his career at the minute. He's playing phenomenal. Of course, if Liverpool had won the Champions League, you then think Sadio Mane potentially could go on to win the Ballon d'Or. Champion of Europe, champion of Africa. FA Cup winner, League Cup winner. If we did win the Champions League, it would be phenomenal, and I think he would have a real shout. I think he still has a real shout, but of course, since Madrid won the Champions League, I do think the Ballon d'Or is going to go to Karim Benzema, which, to be fair, is well deserved, and so on. Anyway, but for me, guys, look, no matter what, if it is Sadio's decision to leave, and look, nothing's falling concrete yet that he is going to leave. Of course, like Neil Jones said, and to be fair, I'll pop it back up now, saying that Liverpool would want, as you can see down the bottom anyway, saying, and well, no official bid yet, and would want to have a replacement lined up before selling. Anyway, and of course, we'll speak about that 30 million euro price tag, which is around, I think it's 24 million pounds. Look, that is a complete and utter fabrication, because Liverpool are not letting Sadio Mane leave. Even with 1 year left on his deal, Liverpool are not letting Sadio Mane go for 30 million euros. There's no way whatsoever. Anyway, but Chris is in anyway saying we will all miss Sadio. True definition of Liverpool legend, one of the best wingers in Premier League history, and one of the best wingers in the world. Thanks for the memories, Sadio Mane. Absolutely, Chris. Thank you for popping in as well, my friend. Anyway, but if we talk about it, of course, the favourites at the minute are Bayern Munich. At this present moment in time, did look a bit earlier. PSG's name, of course, is always going to get a shout out there as well. But it does look like the Bayern Munich are the massive favourites for Sadio Mane at the moment. Now, what I think could be a very, very bad thing for Liverpool is the fact of Robert Lewandowski to Barcelona. How long is that going to take to sort itself out? Of course, Robert Lewandowski. We'll talk about who could replace Sadio Mane as well in a little bit. And I know there's been conversation, but that was just in the 1892 Reds podcast. There's a little bit of debate there. And we did have a debate on the weekend as well off camera, and that with all the guys. But it's that question then. Of course, Sadio Mane will be going to Bayern Munich to most likely replace Robert Lewandowski. No matter where he goes, obviously the most likeliest destination for Lewandowski is Barcelona, and he has come out and said that he wishes that Bayern Munich don't hold him up with anything. Apparently, he's already agreed a 3-year deal with Barcelona as things stand, and he just wants Barcelona and Bayern Munich to sort it out between themselves and let Robert Lewandowski join Barcelona for next season. Now, of course, Liverpool, we've just said about the 30 million pound price tag that has been put on, but Bayern Munich estimate Sadio Mane. Look, you double that, at least for Sadio Mane. Like we just said, the second half of the season, he's been nothing short of brilliant. Like we said, shouts for Ballon d'Or. He's been that good at the centre forward role. Obviously, can play left wing as well, but mainly been playing centre forward. And I think that's what he would play for Bayern as well. If you think 30 million euros is going to do enough, it's absolutely not. But I do think that it will. Look, I think, unless that deal gets sorted out, because of course, Bayern, they've already got business done so far this season. Of course, Mazraoui, the right back from Ajax. Of course, they've signed him on a free contract. Of course, Ryan Gravenberch as well. Reportedly, that's getting done and dusted. 15 million euros for that, which is an absolute steal. But if Bayern Munich think they can get a steal for Sadio Mane, I think they are massively wrong. Of course, Liverpool will not sell unless Liverpool feel it's right that, of course, they get what they think is right for Sadio Mane. Of course, the way he's played this season, you'd ask around £100 million for him. But of course, with 1 year left on his deal, of course, Liverpool are going to ask around £50 million, and I think that's about right. I wouldn't look if Bayern come in tomorrow and went 50 million. I don't think you can say no to that. But the reported 30 million euros, which, like I said earlier, is around £24 million, is a complete and utter nonsense. Then I should say, there's no way on earth that Liverpool would accept that. Absolutely not. No matter what happens with the Robert Lewandowski situation, but I don't think Bayern Munich will move the attention to Sadio Mane until that gets done and dusted with Robert Lewandowski and Barcelona and Bayern Munich, which that could take the entirety of the transfer window. Now, of course, we all know that, like Neil Jones said, Liverpool won't move for a striker, because that is the reports coming out at the minute as well. If Sadio Mane was to leave, we would look for a striker, not a winger, not a versatile player. We would look solely for a striker. Of course, all the people that are shouting out, of course, for a striker, that then would get answered, to be fair. And then it does add to the question then of, and we will talk a little bit more as well about it in depth tomorrow as well, in tomorrow's show, about who could replace Sadio Mane. Now, I've just come off the 8090 Reds podcast. Ricky got very, very heated on there going about Harry Kane. For me personally, guys, I would not have Harry Kane anywhere near Liverpool. Look, do not get me wrong, Harry Kane and Son for the last 2-3 years have been brilliant for Spurs. Do not get me wrong. But the big problem for me with Harry Kane is, number one, money. There's no way you're going to get Harry Kane out to Spurs for less than £100 million. Look, and we are dealing with, Daniel Levy, the guy that hates Liverpool, despises Liverpool for what we did to Spurs through the Luis Diaz transfer. Of course, Luis Diaz was very, very close to joining Tottenham until Liverpool. Of course, he was Liverpool's number one target for the summer. But of course, we moved up the proceedings and got him in January because Spurs were about to get him in January. But for me, again, still £100 million for me is for a guy that's 28, 29. It's a no for me. And look, people might go, oh, well, Thiago, you got Thiago for this amount and he's 30 and that. The thing is, we're paying £5 million over 4 years for Thiago. You can't get much better for that. And you look at Thiago's up there with one of the world's best. I'm not saying Harry Kane isn't, but you look at it, Harry Kane for certainly dead on £100 million for me is a massive no. And I did say in the chat as well, I think he is injury prone. Look, he's had problems with his ankles. With the age that he is, if he got one more serious injury with his ankles, you're then looking at someone then that got that then bad, and you don't know how he would react as well. The age coming into a factor, and so on. And I just don't think Liverpool should be going there. Don't get me wrong, Harry Kane, of course, he's a phenomenal player, but for me, I don't think that Liverpool. I do think there are better options out there. Of course, it doesn't help, and people get carried away, don't they? Because Sadio Mane is leaving Liverpool. Liverpool are going to be left without, one of the world's best players. And the problem is as well with some people on Twitter and some people on YouTube as well. They constantly go, "Oh, Man City have signed Erling Haaland. Liverpool have to go and do the same." No, we don't. Liverpool don't have to go and do the same. Look, Manchester City at the minute, they've signed Erling Haaland and Alvarez as well, the guy from River Plate. Alvarez, he will be a big player in the future. He will be a big player in the future. But I do look at it at the minute, and you do have to ask yourself, who is out there at the minute for Liverpool? For me, And I know plenty of people mentioned his build-up play and so on, but I think that could be worked on. For me, Darwin Núñez, if you're looking for an out-and-out number 9, someone that can offer versatility, but is very, very good. And of course, we've seen what he did against us in the Champions League, against Benfica. For me, I would go after Darwin Núñez personally. The other person as well that I'd love Liverpool to go for is, of course, Nkunku as well, the RB Leipzig French international. But I do see him more as a number 10, not a striker position. But again, I've seen plenty of people going, "Oh, Fabio Carvalho could become that." Fabio Carvalho will not be a striker for Liverpool. He will be a number 8 for sure. In my opinion, I don't think he will be a centre forward then, if you get me anyway. But guys, let me know who you would have in the chat as well, because I do think it is a very interesting conversation. If Sadio Mane was to leave Liverpool, who would you guys want? And I get people who say Harry Kane, and that, don't get me wrong, I'm not having to go at other people's opinions and thoughts, but for me, guys, I would not want Harry Kane personally, anywhere near Liverpool, in my opinion anyway. Gary's in as well, so well, I always said Gary, Bayern's have to pay up, absolutely. Chris says, I don't want anything, another winger. We got enough wingers, Salah, Jota, and Diaz, sorry, excuse me, etc. I think we should focus on a number 9, as we only have Firmino there at the moment. Absolutely, I would agree with you there, Chris, as well. 30 million for Mane. Are they having a laugh? That would only buy a whole world stock of Frenos, absolutely. Well, they buy Sadio's left toe, won't it? Realistically, we won't go for Kane anyway. We will go for cheaper bargains. That's how we work, absolutely. John is in as well. Hello, John. Hopefully on a fantastic day, my friend. Of course, it was boss meeting you this weekend as well. And yeah, of course, you cheating bastard, absolutely. I would take Kane personally, but I understand your point of views and other points of views. Aguero and Kane always had one injury every season at Manchester City and Spurs. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing where I can see what people mean with Harry Kane. Of course, Harry Kane's made Son, unbelievable. And, to be fair, Harry Kane has changed the way he plays. He doesn't play an out-and-out number 9 anymore. He does play more not box to box, but, will come into that false 9 position to help Son and Kulusevski, get on the ball a lot more. But, again, I just think age, injury, and it's just the money side of it. The money side of it is so unrealistic, I think, on people's minds. They're like, oh, Haaland signed for Manchester City. Oh, well, he should go and do the same. Say, no, like, that's not how Liverpool work. That's not how we've worked. It's a stupid way to think about it, in my opinion. But I think if Darwin Núñez isn't it, and I know Darwin Núñez, he's linked with plenty of other people. And if it isn't going to be him, I think Nkunku could be perfect for Liverpool. I think I looked earlier on the stats. What's name? Nkunku is the 3rd most linked player towards Sadio Mane. The first one is Luis Diaz, which of course we've already got. So we got the Sadio Mane replacement kind of, but of course. I personally, I would love Sadio and look, don't get me wrong, I'm not, already thinking past Sadio Mane, but I would like Sadio to stay. I would love Sadio to stay. I love the guy, the main man, Sadio Mane. I love him. But of course, it does look like that. You could tell by the photos, by the parade, there was a goodbye, a goodbye parade for Sadio, to be fair anyway. But let me know your guys anyway. Let me know as well, keep your comments coming in. Let me know who you would want to replace Sadio Mane if he was to join FC Bayern Munich. Anyway, of course, just Bayern Munich, and it's not FC Bayern Munich. To be fair, I loved you guys' pictures and vlogs from the weekend. Thank you, Liz, for that. Brilliant too, mate. Brilliant to meet you as well, mate. Look forward to the next one. Yeah, of course, pre-season, that is going to be, I think the next time we're going to try and sort everything out as well. So, not too far away, of course, but, it's no football now. This is practically what the channel's going to be now for the next, 2 months. It's just going to be transfer videos, contract announcements, and so on as well. But yeah, no football for a while anyway, which of course is always sad. Anyway, I would go all out for Nkunku all day long. He can easily play as a false nine. He plays there for Leipzig along with being a number 10. So do as Firmino, but more quicker. His pace scores goals. Yeah, I think he. What is it? I think he was on like 46 goal contributions this season, which is unbelievable. Yeah, it is. And to be fair, he's done it, not only just in the Bundesliga, he's done in the Europa League, he's done, so many other places as well. The only thing with Nkunku with me, reading between the lines, I think he wants to go back to Paris, to be fair as well. Hi Liz, hope you're good as well, says John. Liz with the thumbs up as well. Sorry if my voice is going. I do very much apologize for it as well. This weekend did take it out of me as well. Tish as well said, yes, Connor lads. Hello, hopefully on a fantastic day, my friend. Anyway, hi John as well says, Liz, I want James freaking Milner's contract to James freaking Miller to extend his contract. Don't worry, I think that's going to be done and dusted very, very soon. Anyway, I think Nunes will sign. Klopp has had his arm around him, smiling. Googly eyes, Connor. Yeah, to be fair, I think it's interesting, isn't it? Because the reports are, and this is the thing where I think people need to, look between the lines. I think a little bit. Everyone who Liverpool gets linked to, it's always like Ali, for example. Ali was quoted at £85 million at one point, and Liverpool got that down. It's going to be huge as well. It's a huge, huge summer for, of course, Michael Edwards isn't there anymore. So you look at, of course, Julian Ward, of course, first summer properly for Julian Ward to have a go at it. Of course, he's already had Luis Diaz on, and of course Fabio Carvalho as well. He's got them two through the door himself. Apparently, he's been majorly involved in them too. While Michael Edwards was still at the football club, but of course Michael Edwards will be leaving Liverpool now on the 1st of July, and of course Julian Ward will be taking over full time. So it'd be very, very interesting to see what happens, because we've spoken about the rebuild, haven't we, guys, over the last. Well, the last year, of course, Ibu Konate was the first guy, and then Luis Diaz, Fabio Carvalho, Calvin Ramsey as well. Not to forget, he could potentially be announced anytime soon for £4 million. And then you've got the problem now of a big problem. Don't get us wrong, it's a big, big problem if Sadio Mane was to leave. But like I did say, I don't think anything gets done in terms of Bayern Munich and Sadio Mane until Robert Lewandowski to Barcelona gets done and dusted. Personally, I don't see that happening whatsoever. But let me know, guys, your thoughts in the chat. Anyway, I think Nunes will sign. I read that notes. Apologies. Nunes for me, Connor as well, says John. You and John were talking about it quite a lot, will be John, in depth, and I think. Yeah, I would want Darwin Nunes, but I would still take Nunes whatever Klopp wants. I back exactly, and that's the thing. If Klopp wanted Harry Kane, then fair enough. I trust in Jurgen Klopp. Of course, Jurgen Klopp is the man to listen to. Of course, what everyone doesn't speak on about Mane is his fitness. Absolutely amazing injury record. Yeah, he's been amazing, hasn't he? Over the last couple of years. Yeah, look, every season he's been amazing. I think he's been, apart from, I think probably, what was it, the first season in 16-17, where he didn't. Wait, I think it was the Everton injury, wasn't it? And he was out for the entirety of the season. Apart from that, I think he's been brilliant in terms of injuries. So yeah, that's a very, very good point, to be fair. Yeah, of course. Sorry, I can't do really high. My voice is gone. It's sad but exciting. So many possible replacements. Absolutely. Thank you for popping in as well. I think around here as well. So I do very much appreciate that as always. I'm sure Connor didn't ask the parade bus to stop and give Naby Keita a hug. I saw Naby. I was so much in love. Nunes just a year ago, and Chris, why did go away, Anthony? But yeah, Chris, what, Jesus Christ, what an unbelievable player he is. To be fair, but it will be interesting though to see who does come in the door if Sadio was to be replaced. I think as well. I think if he wasn't to go, I think he could. Then of course, I think Liverpool would potentially get him to sign a new deal very, very quickly. It could be where, well, it could be another Mbappe type situation where he doesn't leave, and then Liverpool are like, right, okay, sign on that dotted line, you're not going anywhere. Or Liverpool could try and potentially, ask him to keep his value. Maybe a 2-year deal or a 1-year deal. I doubt that would happen. I think it would be more so, of course, for a 4-year deal. But you look at this summer. This summer is going to be interesting either way. If Sadio was to leave, then you've got the potential of him. Like I did say, you've got Fabio Carvalho coming in the door. I'm very much excited to see what he does this season. Of course, it's already been confirmed he's not going to be put out on loan. He will play. He will start for Liverpool next season. Of course, Calvin Ramsey as well. Nothing's been said over the last couple of weeks anyway in terms of that deal. So that's also very much exciting to look forward to as well. Of course, contract extensions as well. James Milner. Nothing else has been said about that as well, which I think is interesting. And as well, you've got other bits and pieces as well to the jigsaw for Liverpool in the summer as well. But look, the future is exciting, isn't it, Reds? I think. Look, of course, that parade. If that parade showed anything to me, Saturday night I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted. But that parade, I think, showed Liverpool fans, together. I think even the players as well. The fact that just to show them this season has been amazing, and it's only the beginning yet again. Look, Liverpool shouldn't be fighting for everything. We shouldn't. We've got this giant in Manchester City, which should be winning the League Cup, should be winning the FA Cup, should be winning the Premier League, should be at least going to Champions League finals, and they're not. Jurgen Klopp is fighting for everything, and it's been amazing. As I just nearly hit my water bottle over, but it's amazing. And this season's been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing. And like I was saying to all the boys as well, I'm glad that everyone turned out for the fight for the parade, because it's been amazing. This season has been amazing, and long may it continue as well. Jack said, smash that subscribe button, chat. If you are new, you never walk alone as well. Smash the like button and share. Thank you, Jack, as well. Hello. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day as well. I think Jack's changed his channel. Of course, he's Jack Kendra TV now as well, so please can subscribe over there. Son would be my dream replacement. I've seen plenty of people saying Son, and look, Son's amazing. He is amazing. But again, I think it would be way more than Harry Kane. And yeah, I don't want Harry Kane. Hello, lads. It's amazing weekend with you, Jack and the lads. Best moment of my life. Happened on Sunday. I will never forget another. 500,000 Liverpool fans better than City's parade. Yeah, City's parade was a bit of bargain, wasn't it? Anyway, but thank you, Andrew, for popping in. The biggest summer of Klopp era. Potentially, yeah. The parade was unreal. Can't a week go again? Absolutely. Anthony, our football friends. Don't worry, Ant. You can have another parade again one time. Maybe one day again. I say that they won an FA Cup last year. To be fair, anyway, and to be fair, Anthony, as well, you and Arsenal fans are arguing at the minute about Yuri Tillemans, so pipe down. To be fair, I'm gutted about Mane, but he will always be a Liverpool legend in my eyes. I will be taken to Bayern shirt with Mane. I will support him whenever he goes. Yeah, absolutely. Be brilliant, wouldn't it? Jack says, who chat if you could pick a wild card player think would be do a job at us. What do you mean? Who chat if you could pick a wild card of a player think would do a job at us? Oh, so who would sign? Yeah, be interesting, wouldn't it? We had a parade last year. I said that. I forgot you won the FA Cup last year. I say that, Mike. When I spoke to you a couple of weeks ago, you were like, "Oh, we get to celebrate that we are FA Cup winners for like another 2 days." It's like, for God's sake, the argument with Arsenal fans, just Forest fans. Oh, jeez, yeah, that's going to be terrible next season anyway. But yeah, it will be interesting to see, guys, who would people's. Well, I think people's Manchester is Harry Kane. I'm not gonna lie. I will be interesting, chat. Let us know, who you think would be interesting. Because I think Liverpool just needs an out-and-out number 9. A winger, no. Uh, and I have seen a couple of people as well going, oh, if we can't get as out number 9, we should just move Salah striker, and buy a right winger. And I'm like, you could potentially, but I don't think so. I generally don't think so. Excuse me. Big up, Jack. You cheating bastard as well. Jamie didn't get it this morning as well. If Jamie is watching or watching on repeat as well, message us and you'll know. Jack, I think Zaha could be a no fan. Would take him, but he's got an attitude problem. Yeah, no, he does. But he is an exciting player, isn't he, to be fair, as well. A player that is not necessarily being reported on, and a player who you have watched a lot of, a lot of exciting YouTube clips. Yeah. For me, again, I've watched a lot of Nkuku, not Nkuku, sorry, Tushimeni. Tushimeni, I watched a lot of YouTube clips on and looked at all the stats, and I was like, yeah, he's a player that Liverpool should go and get. But of course, now that's not happening. Of course, he's going straight to Madrid. It would be interesting as well, chat, and let me know as well, by the way, if Mbappe had gone to to Real Madrid, do you think that Tuchemeni would go to PSG then? Because I think whoever lost the deal, they would go after Tuchemeni, because PSG apparently is still in the race with Tuchemeni. Real Madrid reckon that the deal is done, but they also reckon that was done with, of course, Kylian Mbappe. So who knows as well. We will be doing that again next season. Me, you, Luke, Mickey, John. We will get the finals again. Absolutely. Big up fella as well. Jamie is in the chat. Hello, Jay. Hopefully on a fantastic day, my friend, as well. And guys, please put some clap or hands clapping emojis in the chat as well to Jamie. He has, of course, hit monetization over on YouTube as well. So please, guys, please leave Jamie some love in the chat, or clap some emojis, whatever you want to put in. But yeah, well done, mate. I was in chat earlier on as well. Of course, I think everyone's talking about this in particular as well. But yeah, big up Jay as well on that as well. Forest going straight back down, by the way. I don't know. I think if they don't sign Spencer the right back or left back? I think if they don't sign him, then yeah, they might be going back. And I think he's crucial for them anyway. I want Gavi at Liverpool, says Andrew. 50 million, you're looking for there, lad. I think Liverpool got to be quick on that as well if they were going to do it, because I think because they're about to sign him to a new deal, aren't they? So it will be interesting. Anyway, I've missed a comment out, but Nunes or Nkoku both would be perfect Klopp style, in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. Statistical analysis of elite level players must be mad. All the data that we have at our disposal from our coaches, there must be a player who ticks all the boxes. There will be, and Jack has said that perfectly well. There'll be a player out there that we won't even think of, and it'll kind of be, I think we'll have that Fabinho type player again, where we won't cure anything, and then all of a sudden Liverpool are in advanced talks with this person to sign, and that I think there will be a 5-man list that Liverpool will want. They won't be unprepared, of course, for Sadio Mane wanting to leave Liverpool. I wouldn't have thought anyway as well. Andrew with the clap emojis, thank you very much for that, boys. Nunes, for me, I was sat in the cop this year going fucking hell, we're getting destroyed by this fella. Yeah, it would be Nunes for me as well. To be fair, cheers, fella. Thanks for the love. No problems, mate. Absolute pleasure. Yeah, it was sad that we couldn't. Jamie wasn't up neither, of course. But yeah, it was brilliant as well, as Jack said, for chat. Know how proud I am of you, mate. You never walk alone as well. And John saying big up Jamie as well. Anyway, but guys, I am gonna leave it there for tonight. Anyway, Jota was a mad one. When we signed him, would have thought we want Neto before he got injured. Exactly. And look, there might be and obviously I know in Ketia people have gone on about it as well, but I think, look, there are going to be options out there for Liverpool if Sadio Mane doesn't, of course, go on to sign a new contract and that. But I will say on the whole situation, guys, unless Robert Lewandowski's move to Barcelona is quickly done, which you'd hope it would do. Unless until that gets sorted, I should say Liverpool and Sadio Mane will be put on the back burner by Bayern Munich. Potentially, then you might have other people coming in. Barcelona might try and get Sadio Mane. Of course, PSG as well. The reports coming out that they are now unhappy with Neymar. Of course, Sadio Mane is 10 times better than Neymar. People can clip that if they want to. He is. But for me, I think, look, Sadio wants to go to Bayern, and I wouldn't be too surprised if that was to happen as well. But it will be interesting anyway to see what does happen anyway. But let's read out a few more of your comments before we do head off. Anyway, Jamie says, well done, mate. Jamie, well done, mate, as well. Big up, guys. I feel the love. No, absolute pleasure. Jamie, lads, hopefully a fantastic day. Klopp would turn Nketiah into prime Henry. Haha, he's that good at coaching players. I think Anthony says, is he? I don't know if that's with Michaeling with him, Mane with Neymar, or whether or not if that was Jack's comment with Nketiah. For me, it would be interesting to see what Nketiah could have done at Liverpool. But I think he has signed a new deal, hasn't he, at Arsenal? So it will be very interesting to know anyway. But guys, apologies if the stream isn't longer. Was planning to go a bit longer, but my voice is still very, very rough. Apologies. If my voice does sound like an old person, I do very much apologize for that. Anyway, or groggy, but yeah, it was a mad one, wasn't it? Anyway, but of course, we have spoken about Sadio Mane potentially leaving Liverpool. We've also spoken about, of course, Bayern Munich being the favourites, and of course, the replacements as well for Sadio Mane as well. I meant you. Well, he is better than Neymar. If you think otherwise, yeah. Your lies. But Jackson, all the babies, lad. I'm not going to say anything on that, lad, to be fair. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today's video anyway. We'll be back live at 8 p.m. tomorrow as well with another transfer video for you guys. Well, of course, there might be other news that does come out as well. Of course, we will be talking a little bit as well. I think on Thursday, because we will have a guest on about, of course, the events that have happened in Paris and what's happened afterwards as well. The sickening behaviour by, of course, the French government and UEFA as well, which, of course, we will speak about on Thursday anyway. But, guys, thank you so very much for tuning in to tonight's show anyway. If you haven't already, then please feel free to leave a like, share, and subscribe anyway. If you think otherwise, you were not a Liverpool fan. You would think so, Anthony, wouldn't you? But no, look, Anthony, you got to say in yourself, Sadio Mane is way better than Neymar as well. But look, it's people's opinions, isn't it? But guys, like I did say anyway, if you're not already, then please, if you could, please share this, share the video out. Very much appreciated, and like, just share and subscribe anyway as well. But I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow for, of course, another transfer video. But until then, guys, I've been Connor from the Cop Council, and I will see you all tomorrow.